कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण। अभी अभी वैष्णव कीर्तन नहीं होगा, अभी राधा माधव होगा। मंडे होता है, मंडे होता है, मंडे होता है वैष्णव संघ। पहले तो हफ्ता भर ही होता था, अभी कोई गाने वाला नहीं रहा था इसलिए हफ्ता में एक दिन कर दिया। अब वो एक गाने वाले से भी नहीं होगा, फॉलो अप भी होना चाहिए। हाँ। ये राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीर वनचारी, जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा, वृंदावन चंद्र राधे, जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे, जय वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम, जय कृष्ण बलराम, वृंदावन धाम जय कृष्ण बलराम, जय निताय गौरंगा निताय गौरंगा निताय गौरंग, जय निताय गौरंग, जय निताय गौरंग, जय निताय गौरंग निताय गौरंग, जय निताय गौरंग, जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद,
श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की
जय।
श्री श्री निताय गौरांग की भुवन मंगल हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की विश्वगुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, The Creation, Chapter 3, Krishna is the source of all incarnations, text number 36. Sava idam vishwamamogha leelaha. Sava idam vishwamamogha leelaha. Srijatyavatyattina sajjatesmin. Srijatyavatyattina sajjatesmin. Bhuteshu chantarhita atmatantraha. Bhuteshu chantarhita atmatantraha. षाड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः. षाड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः.
सवाविदं विश्वममोघलीलः. सृजत्यवत्यत्ति न सज्जते अस्मिन्. भूतेषु चान्तरहित आत्मतन्त्रः.
भूतेषु चान्तरहित आत्मतन्त्रः.
षड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः.
षाड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः. सवाइदं विश्वममोघलीलः. सृजत्यवत्यत्ति न सज्जतेऽस्मिन्. भूतेषु चान्तर्हित आत्मतन्त्रः. षाड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः. सवाइदं विश्वममोघलीलः. सृजत्यवत्यत्ति न सज्जतेऽस्मिन्. भूतेषु चान्तर्हित आत्मतन्त्रः. षाड्वर्गिकं जिघ्रति षड्गुणेशः. Saha, the Supreme, Va, alternately, Idam, this, Vishwam, manifested universes, Amogha-leelaha, one whose activities are spotless. Srijati, creates, Avati Atti, maintains and annihilates. Na, not. Sajjate is affected. Asmin is affected by. Asmin, in them. Bhuteshu, in all living beings. Cha, also. Antarhitaha, living within. Atmatantraha, self-independent. षाड्वर्गिकम, endowed with all potencies of his opulences. Jighrati, superficially attached, like smelling the fragrance. Shadguna Ishaha, the master of six senses. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The Lord, whose activities are always spotless, is the master of the six senses and is fully opulent with six opulences. He creates the manifested universes, maintains them, and annihilates them without being in the least affected. He is within every living being and is always independent. Kindly repeat the translation. The Lord whose activities are always spotless is the master of the six senses and is fully omnipotent with six opulences. He creates the manifested universes, maintains them, and annihilates them without being in the least affected. He is within every living being and is always independent. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The prime difference between the Lord and the living entities is that the Lord is the creator and the living entities are the created. Here he is called Amogha Leelaha, which indicates that there is nothing lamentable in his creation. That there is nothing lamentable in his creation. Those who create the disturbance in his creation are themselves disturbed. He is transcendental to all material afflictions. He is transcendental to all material afflictions because he is full with all six opulences, namely wealth, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. And thus, he is the master of the senses. He creates these manifested universes in order to reclaim the living beings who are within them. Suffering threefold miseries, maintains them, and in due course annihilates them without being least affected by such actions. He is connected with this material creation very superficially, as one smells odor without being connected with the odorous article. Non-godly elements, therefore, can never approach him despite all endeavors. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam panghum langhayate girim Yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam Yontaf Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayathyakhila Shakti Dharaswadhamnam Anyam Sahascha Charana Shravanatvagadin प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं स्वस्त्यस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदताम् ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं विधो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजता तथोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी. So after briefly describing the 24 incarnations of the Lord, including the 2 Purushavataras, there was a reference to the Virat Rupa of the Lord, which is imaginary form. And then Srimad Bhagavatam says that it is out of ignorance that ignorant people impose material conceptions on the Lord as well as on the spirit soul. And the spiritual form of the Lord, the real form of the Lord, or the Lord's form, is actually beyond the Virat Rupa. And then the 33rd and 34th verse spoke about self-realization. When one is able to see the spiritual form of the Lord and the spiritual form of one's own self, he is realized, self-realized. He also realizes the Lord beyond matter. In 35th verse, it was said that the Kavis, or the most wise men, spiritually learned men, they describe the glorious activities, avatara kathas of the Lord, the leelas of the Lord, which fools cannot understand. And in today's verse, it is said that the Lord is Amogha Leela. Actually, 7 attributes of the Lord are given here. The Lord is Amogha Leela. He performs spotless activities. He is totally independent. He is omnipotent. He is a master of the 6 senses. He is master of 6 opulences. He does creation, maintenance and destruction, even though he is not affected by that. And he is within every living being. 7 attributes of the Lord. Vishnu Tattva, or Krishna Tattva, or Parabrahma Tattva is described with its 7 attributes in this verse. Very beautiful verse. Savayidam Vishwamamogha Leelaha Srijati Avati Atti Na Sajjate Asmin Bhuteshu Chantarhita Atmatantraha Shadvargikam Jigrati Shadguneshaha. 7 attributes, 7 special qualities which are exclusive to the Lord, which actually differentiates between the Lord and the living entities. The first attribute mentioned is Amogha Leelaha. Sava idam Vishwam Amogha Leelaga. The Lord, whose activities are amogha, spotless. Mogha means contamination. Mogha also means dukkha, lamentation. So when the Lord creates this universe, maintains this universe, destroys this universe, and in our experience the material universe is full of dukkha and ashashvatattva, or impermanence. How can we call the Lord Amogha Leela? The creation of material universe, its maintenance and destruction is a Leela of the Lord. This material world is called Leela Vibhuti. Spiritual world is called Nitya Vibhuti. So, if the material world in our experience is full of pain, we undergo the pain of birth, the pain of death, the pain of disease, and the pain of old age. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, dosha, anudarshanam. 4 types of doshas, dukkhas, we all experience. All of us experience. Janma dukkha, mrityu dukkha, jara dukkha, vyadhi dukkha. Through tapatrayas, adhyatmika tapa, adhi devika tapa, adhi bhautika tapa. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, dukkhalaya ashashvatam. This world, material universe is the abode of dukkha, and this is ashashvata. It is temporary. So in our experience, when this world is full of doshas, dukkhas, limitations, problems, pain, sadness, trouble, suffering, how can we call the Lord Amogha Leela? One question will come. Because the creation, maintenance and destruction of the universe is His Leela. Through Purushavasaras He performs that. 3 Purushavasaras. Karanodakashayi Vishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. 2 of those incarnations were mentioned in the same chapter. Karanodakashayi Vishnu or Mahavishnu and Garbhodakashayi Vishnu were mentioned in the beginning of the same chapter. So through these Purushavasaras, or by taking these Purushavasaras, Bhagavan performs the creation, maintenance and annihilation of this universe, which is full of suffering. And still we call Bhagavan Amogha Leela. How can we do this? It is contradictory, right? But Prabhupada says in the purport here, here he is called Amogha Leela, which indicates that there is nothing lamentable in his creation. We are always lamenting. I am lamenting because of cough, cold, body pain, back pain, so many problems as of now. Tomorrow I'll lament for something else. Yesterday I was lamenting for something else. When in my experience it's fully lamentable, Prabhupada is saying here he is called Amogha Leela, which indicates that there is nothing lamentable in his creation. How this is possible? Those who create the disturbance in his creation are themselves disturbed. This is the reason. The reason is not the problem of the Lord's creation. The problem is with us. Why we are suffering? Because we created disturbance in his creation. This Vishwam, Savayudam Vishwam. This Vishwam is his creation. Vishnu created Vishwam. From Vishnu came Vishwam. He created it. His creation is Amogha Srishti, Amogha Sarga, Amogha creation. Spotless creation, perfect. But we, the residents of this created world, Prabhupada is saying, we created disturbance in his creation. And because of which we ourselves are disturbed. It is not because of the Lord or the material world that we are disturbed or suffering or lamenting. It is because of our own karnama. In the past, we are suffering. Otherwise, there is no fault of the Lord. One day, sometimes 4 years back, I visited the Princess of Travancore in her palace in Trivandrum, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Very big palace, Kavadiyar Palace, big royal chairs and big hall. So actually they are devotees of Lord Padmanabha Swami. If you might have heard of this temple in Thiruvananthapuram, the richest temple in the world, Padmanabha Swami temple. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited that temple in 15th century. Recently, treasures worth around 15 lakh crore rupees were discovered in the temple. This is estimate. If you add the what is that called? Antique value, it will be much beyond that. One more vault is yet to open. This is from 3 vaults. 4th vault is yet to open. So that temple is actually owned by these people, this Travancore royal family. So that Mataji, Gauri Lakshmi Bai, I think her name is, she was asking me, see, we all go to the temple, we pray to the Lord. But how come this Lord is allowing so much suffering in this world? A lot of problems in this world. There is problem because of communism. There is problem because of evangelism. There is problem because of Islamism. There is problem because of drugism, corruption, so many isms. Why all these problems? Why is the Lord always sleeping? His eyes are closed. Because in Padmanabha Swami temple, when you go for darshan, Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Hriddhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhava Bhayaharam Sarva Lokaikanatham. Padmanabha is described like that in Shastras. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam. After creating this problematic world, he's doing Shayanam. Shantakaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Eyes are closed. If you go there, you'll see that. 2-handed Vishnu, Padmanabha Swami. You just Google Sri Padmanabha Swami, Thiruvananthapuram. You will get a picture. Google Baba will show you one picture of Lord Padmanabha. 2 hands, reclining on the soft cushioned bed of Adi Shesha. Left hand, he's holding one lotus flower like this. Not even like this, like this. 2 fingers are up. Like how Prabhupada's right hand is there. Like that, Lord's left hand. And his arms is smelling. His lotus is like this. And the right hand is like this. Nicely sleeping. So this Mataji asked me, the princess asked me, why the Lord has closed his eyes? Is he not seeing all these things? Why all these problems? So even though a person is going to the temple every day, they're traditionally, they know some amount of Shastras, everything, but still that question comes all the time that this world is full of sufferings and the Lord is not doing anything about it. Amogha Leela, Shastras call him Amogha Leela, but I see only Mogha, Mogha, Mogha. Sarvatra Mogha everywhere. Problem, dukkha, suffering. Why? Why the Lord is not doing anything about it? So the reason is, Prabhupada is saying here, because we deserve it. We are suffering because we deserve it. हम दुखी है क्योंकि हम दुख के लायक है. हम ऐसे कार्यकलाप किए हैं. We have done activities like that because of which we are disturbed. Those who create disturbance in His creation are themselves disturbed. Otherwise, the Lord's creation is spotless. The Lord is spotless. His creation is spotless. There is no imperfection here. So this way he is Amogha Leela. So actually, Prabhupada's statement is giving us great hope that actually the problem is because of us. If we correct ourselves, then all the problems can be solved, at least in our life, not in others' life. in our life, if we want to solve the problems, we have to take to self-correction. हमको अपने आप को सुधारना पड़ेगा. But if we correct ourselves, there can be solution to the problems. That is what is indicated here. Actually, there is nothing lamentable in God's creation. There is nothing lamentable in God's creation. Whatever is lamentable is because of our own misconception, our own ignorance, avidya, our own ignorance, our own rebellion against the Lord, against Bhagavan. Our own dvesha against Vishnu Vaishnavas is what is actually lamentable about for us. The actual reason for, or actual thing which we have to worry about is our own dvesha, our own envy against Bhagavan and his devotees and his pure devotees and other creatures, other living entities. That is a root reason. Ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata. Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, this dvandva moha, this bewilderment in this material world which is full of dualities is because of two reasons. Number one, ichha, and number two, dvesha. Dvesha and ichha. No, Prabhu, I am not like that. I don't have any other desires like that. I don't envy other people. I am the angel, just descended from Vaikuntha. I'm an angel. I'm so nice. I'm so wonderful. I'm so beautiful. I'm so special. I'm so great. Look, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I left the comforts of the world. I left tea and coffee, Prabhu. I left watching movies. I left playing cricket. I left playing rummy. I left so many things. I sacrificed so many things for the sake of this Krishna consciousness, and I'm contributing so much for Prabhupada's movement. I'm such a special person. How can you say that I have ichha and dvesha? I don't have any dvesha. All living entities are my friends. I respect all my superiors. I love all my pals. And I'm very merciful towards all my juniors. I'm so wonderful, Prabhu. This is not right. Sorry, sir. You are an illusion. Let us look us within. We will see all these demons, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Kalanemi, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Kamsa, Chanura, Muttika, Putana, all within us. At different times, it comes out. Like when we eat something, indigestion happens, it comes out, no, blah, we vomit like that. The real demons within us, they come out. So we have to come out of this illusion that we are somebody special. We are somebody special. And we are so wonderful, amazing. We are amogha. No. We deserve the suffering because we are the reason for the suffering. Indeed within us, these two seeds, ichha and dvesha. Ichha means ichha, desire. What type of desire? Selfish desires, self-centric desires. I should enjoy, I should collect, I should control, I should take care of everything, everybody else, and everything else should be in my control. This is ichha. I should enjoy independent of Vishnu Vaishnavas. I should enjoy independent of Vishnu Vaishnavas, Krishna Vaishnavas, Krishna and Vaishnavas. That is our ichha. I should enjoy. I should enjoy. I am important. I should enjoy. I. Aham. This is ichha. And when this ichha is not fulfilled, there is krodha, there is anger, and then there is envy. Why should only Krishna enjoy Ras Leela? Wo karega to Ras Leela, hum karega to character Leela. Hum bhi वही है. Aham Brahmasmi. I am only Krishna. I am only Rama. I am only Narayan. There is no difference between we and Paramatma. Everything is one. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. Tattvamasi. So when I am He, why not one Raslila for me? Why not 16,108 gopis for me? I should also enjoy. The moment this thing comes in our mind, in our heart, that's it. We are worthy for this suffering. We are not enjoyers, Prabhupada says. We are meant to be cooperators in the Lord's enjoyment. And when we cooperate with the Lord, whatever enjoyment we deserve, it will come to us. And secondly, the Lord is mentioned here as Sava idam vishwa mogha leela srijati avati atti na sajjate asmin. Srijati. Srijana means Srijana means creation. Creation. Avana means maintenance. Atti means pralaya, destruction. So Sava idam Vishwam, this Vishwam is created, maintained and dissolved or destroyed by Bhagavan, Krishna. Still, na sajjate asmin. He is not affected by this creation. Even though he is creating, maintaining and destroying innumerable universes, the Lord is not affected by this creation. Prabhupada gives an example here, just like one smells odor without being connected with the odorous article. Suppose I smell a rose flower. For smelling a rose flower, I need not personally even touch that flower. One flower is there on the plant or one flower is there in the vase. I go and smell it. I just have to come near to that. I get the fragrance and I understand, okay, this is such and such rose flower. Similarly, the Lord knows everything about the creation. He creates, maintains and dissolves the universe through his agency of Maya or Maha Durga Devi. Still, he is not affected by the vikaras of the material world. Just like the smeller is not affected by the material which is or touched by the material which is emanating that smell. So that is described that even though the Lord is creator, maintainer and destroyer of the universes, he is not affected by it. Bhuteshu cha antarhita. He is the antaryami of all living entities and all non-living entities. Bhuta means there are Jiva Bhutas and Jada Bhutas. Jiva Bhuta means Jivatmas, living entities, Atmas. Jada Bhuta means all non-living entities. This mic is Jada Bhuta, this table is Jada Bhuta, building, so many things. Lifeless things. So, things or entities with life, entities without life. He is the indweller of both these categories of entities. Bhuteshu cha antarhita, antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitah. Yajurved. Inside every living and non-living beings, Bhagavan Narayana personally resides. He is the indweller of all living entities. The third attribute is described here. Bhuteshu cha antarhita. Then next is, fourth attribute is Atma Tantraha. He is self-dependent. Atma Tantra. He is not Paratantraha. We are all Paratantra. We are all dependent on the Lord and many other Devatas and many other living entities. We are always dependent. If we have to breathe, there should be oxygen. If there is no oxygen provided by the Lord through the Devatas, we cannot even breathe. Corona time, we experienced that. A lot of oxygen everywhere, but people are not able to breathe. The ability to breathe, the plug is pulled. So we are always paratantra or aswatantra. Madhvacharya says there are two kinds of beings. Swatantram aswatantram cha dvividham tattvamishyate swatantro bhagavan vishnuhu bhava bhavo dvitetaraha. The only swatantra or atmatantra entity is Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu is the only swatantra or atmatantra tattva. Self-dependent or independent reality. Rest all realities, others are realities. But they are all dependent realities. They are not independent realities. None of them are independent realities. In any stage of life, whether you are in the material world or in the spiritual world, whether you are not liberated or liberated, always all of us are dependent realities. We are always dependent on the Lord. Aisa nahi ki once we are liberated we become independent. No, we are still dependent on the Lord's Yogamaya. In the material world we are dependent on the Lord's Mahamaya. In the spiritual world we are dependent on the Lord's Yogamaya. But the Lord himself is Atma Tantra, self-dependent or completely independent. He depends on his own self. He doesn't depend on any other second or outside entity. Atma Tantra. Shad Vargikam Jigrati Shad Guneshaha. Shad Vargikam means he is the master of 6 opulences. Shad Varga Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashahasriyaha Jnana Vairagyayoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Itirita. He is full with 6 opulences, namely wealth, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashaha Shriya Jnana Vairagyayoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Itirita. That's why he is called Bhagavan. Bhaga means these 6 opulences. Samagra Aishwarya, Samagra Virya, Samagra Yasha, Samagra Jnana, Samagra Vairagya, Samagra Shri. Everything is completely perfect in him. We also have these attributes sometimes in some limited quantities. But when it comes to Bhagavan, Samagra Aishwarya, complete Aishwarya is there with him. Samagra Shri, complete beauty is there with him. Samagra Jnana, complete knowledge is there with him. Samagra Vairagya, complete renunciation is there in him. Everything is complete. Samagra, Samagra, Samagra. Vaishwaryasya Samagrasya. In that shloka, the word Samagra is attributed to all the other 6 items. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashahasriya Jnana Vairagyayoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Iteritaha. Shad Vargikam. Then Jigrati Shad Guneshaha. He is also the master of the 6 senses. Here Prabhupada translates gunas as senses. Shad Guneshaha. He is the Isha or the Lord of the 6 senses. Which are the 6 senses? We have heard of 5 senses. 6th sense, mind. Yeah, eyes, nose, ears, throat, skin. Okay, how many? Eyes, nose, ears, throat, tongue, skin, and mind. Mind. So 6 senses. He is the Lord of all of that. It means he controls everything. So this way, Bhagavan is Amogha Leela. So there is a beautiful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu which actually showed how the Lord's creation is Amogha and how the Lord's Leela is Amogha. How he is Amogha Leela. Wonderfully Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited this in public 500 years back. Actually, all the Leelas of the Lord are Amogha Leelas, but just one Leela Innumerable leelas Bhagavan performs when he incarnates. But one leela I'll just share from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 17. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed wonderful, unimaginably superhuman activities. Amogha Leela. And one such pastime is the Jharikhanda pastime of the Lord. The pastime of the Lord dancing and doing Sankirtan with innumerable living entities, innumerable forest-dwelling animals and birds in the forest of Jharkhand. Even now, when we go to Jharkhand, around 1.5 hours, 2 hours from Ranchi, if you travel into the forest, Charana Pahadi is there on the banks of that river. Anybody knows that river name, Prabhu? Charana Pahadi river? Swarna Rekha, Prabhu. Probably, yeah, Swarna Rekha river. That's forest. It's flowing through the forest, and the banks of the forest, rocks are there. Rocks on the banks of the river. On the banks of the river, I'm sorry. Rocks are there. On the rocks, you can see the imprints of thousands and thousands of animals and birds. Thousands and thousands of animals and birds who chanted and danced. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them to chant and dance, and because of their prema, pure love for Krishna, in the presence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their body became transcendental. The body of the tigers and the snakes and the elephants and the deers and the birds, it became so much surcharged with Shuddha Krishna prema that the stone melted. And even today when we go in the middle of that forest, we can actually see that molten stone with the imprints of those animals' feet and bodies. Few years back, few decades back, a saintly person in Braj, he got a dream and it was revealed to him. Otherwise, nobody knew. It was only existing in the book, Chaitanya Charitamrita. In the book, historical narration, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has narrated this incident. But nobody knew that where exactly it happened. And people can question, ये सब कथा ऐसे ही बनाया गया है. These are all stories which are made up. Anyway, people from Bengal, they are expert in making up stories. One fame about Bengalis is they are expert in making stories. Satyajit Ray and all that. Big storytellers are from Bengal. So like that, simply they made it up. No. This saintly person, it was revealed to his dream, and when he went there and verified, it is there. And today when you go there, there's a shrine of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and so many devotees visit that. Very difficult to reach there. I think by jeep only. I had not gone there. You had been to? Yeah. So such an amazing place. So that wonderful Leela, Amogha Leela of Bhagavan is narrated beautifully in Chaitanya Charitamrita. प्रसिद्ध भतछाड़ी प्रभु उपपथे चलीला काटक धारिणे करी वने प्रवेशिला. The Lord abandoned walking on the well-known public road and went instead along a bypass. He thus kept the city of Kataka on his right as he entered the forest. Kataka means Katak, Orissa Katak. So by keeping Katak city on his right, he entered the forest. From Orissa, a little further north is Jharkhand. So he entered the forest from there. Nirjanavane chale Prabhu Krishna namalaya hasti vyaghra padha chade Prabhu re dekhiya. When the Lord passed through the solitary forest, chanting the holy name of Krishna. Krishna 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 He Krishna 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 He Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Raksha Mam. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavatam says when Mahaprabhu walks, he chants like that, sings like that, always continuously chanting the holy name of Bhagavan and spreading the Yuga Dharma Harinama Sankirtana. He entered the forest. Suddenly, tigers, elephants, and many other animals, by seeing him, gave way. निर्जन वाले चले प्रभु कृष्ण नाम लाइया हस्ती व्याघ्र पाता छाड़े प्रभु रे देखिया. Just by seeing Prabhu, hasti and vyaghra, big forest elephants, big vyagras, tigers, gave way. When we go in car through some forest, the elephant will come and block it. And if you horn, the elephant will lift the car and palti you. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walks, elephants and tigers will come and say, please come Prabhu, please come, make way. Both the sides they will stand and welcome Prabhu. That is happening. And who is saying this? Balabhadra Bhattacharya, who personally accompanied the Lord, wrote this down in his diaries. And later on, it was shared with Swarup Damodar Goswami and other Atyantaranga Bhaktas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Swarup Damodar Goswami wrote it down in his Kadacha, in his diary. That's how we are getting all these things. Otherwise, nobody would know. Balabhadra Bhattacharya personally witnessed this. Pale pale vyaghra hasti gandara shukara gana tar madhye aveshe prabhu karila gamana. Pale pale vyaghra hasti gandara shukara gana tar madhye avesha prabhu karila gamana. When the Lord passed through the jungle in great ecstasy, packs of tigers, ek nahi do nahi, so many packs of tigers, elephants, rhinoceros and bears came and the Lord passed right through them. Rhinoceros, very dangerous, actually very sensitive animals all these are. We can't even, sometimes they will attack you. Huge, massive. Will be a concept after that if it hits us. That's it, finished. Pata nahi chalega. When the Lord passed through the jungle in great ecstasy, packs of tigers, elephants, rhinoceros and bears came and the Lord passed right through them. Dekhi Bhattacharya mana hoya mahabhay prabhura pratape tara eka pasha hoy. Balabhadra Bhattacharya was very much afraid to see them. But by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, all the animals stood to one side. Balabhadra Bhattacharya, poor Brahmana sadhu from Bengal, Mahaprabhu said, you come with me. He came. So he was in ecstasy. Many devotees wanted to accompany Mahaprabhu, but he said no to all others. When I think Swarup Damodar Goswami, somebody recommended Balabhadra Bhattacharya, Mahaprabhu accepted and he took him. But he knew that future this is going to happen. In the forest, hundreds of elephants, tigers, rhinoceros, and Mahaprabhu is simply Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Pahimam, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Balabhadra Bhattacharya is shivering, but Prabhure Prapte Tara Eka Pasha Hoye. Because of Mahaprabhu's Amogha Leela, all of these animals, these wild animals, came to the sides of the road. Ek dina pathe vyaghra kariyache shayana aveshe taragaye prabhura lagila charana. One day, a tiger was lying on the path and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, walking along the path in ecstatic love, touched the tiger with his feet. Just like sometimes some cat is there, we go and touch the cat. Like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is touching the tiger. Balabhadra Bhattacharya will think, unko kya problem ho gaya? The tiger is sleeping on the path and Mahaprabhu is going and touching the tiger with his feet. But now see the Amogha Leela of the Lord. Prabhu kahe Krishna vyaghra uthila. Krishna Krishna kahi vyaghra nachite lagila. Prabhu kahe Krishna. He touched the Vyaghra, the tiger, with his lotus feet and told the tiger, Kahe Krishna, Kahe Krishna. Immediately, Vyaghra udhila. The tiger got up and Krishna, Krishna kahi. Tiger started chanting, Krishna, Krishna. Imagine, with a big mouth, huge tiger is chanting, Krishna, Krishna. Vyaghra nachite nagili. Not only chanting, he started dancing. The tiger started dancing. Aradina Mahaprabhu kare nadi snana. This place where you all went, Prabhu, that place. Aradina Mahaprabhu kare nadi snana. Matta hasti yutha aila karite jalapana. Another day, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in a river, a herd of maddened elephants, matta hasti. Matta hasti means maddened, very, very dangerous. उठा के पटक देंगे, कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा. That is mad. I'm from Kerala. In our place, a lot of temples, they have elephants. Just like hamare idhar, we have temples, we have goshalas. In Kerala, we have hastishalas. If you go to Guruvayur temple, there are 80 elephants. Hastishala of Guruvayurappan. Every day he needs around 9 elephants for the temple services. Morning, noon, evening. Elephant processions are there. The Lord comes on elephants. That is how it is. But it is so risky. You can tame him, but any moment, if matta happens, if that madness comes to the elephant, that's it. He will destroy everything. With the Lord, he will run. And the pujari with the deity sitting on top of that elephant, there are so many videos are there. His life will be like question mark. Anything can happen. Sometimes he will throw the deity to some other pujari standing somewhere, and he will hang on to some roof and escape. Because elephant is running, he will do anything with you. So many incidents. It's not so easy to tame elephants and handle elephants. 3 mahouts for each elephant. Kerala State Devaswam Board has employed 3 mahouts for each elephant. And they are paid heavily because anything can happen anytime. It's so risky, so difficult. When we see in the video, nicely elephant is tamed, and very difficult, lot of hard work, and anything can, risk element is very high. So, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in that Swarnarekha river, a group of Mattahasti, mad elephants came there to bathe. And they were drinking water from that river. Then now what happened? Amogha Leela, Prabhu jale kritya kare, aage hasti aila, Krishna kaha bali Prabhu jala pheli marila. Prabhu jala kritya kare, aage hasti aila, Krishna kaha bali Prabhu jala pheli marila. While Lord Chaitanya was bathing and murmuring the Gayatri mantra, jala kritya means in jala, while standing in a river, the sannyasis, the initiated brahmanas, they all chant Gayatri mantra. Of course, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there is no thread because he is a sannyasi. He has taken sannyasa from the Advaita Parampara, Keshava Bharati. So Advaitins and Tattvavadis, Madhva sannyasis, they don't wear thread. Shri Vaishnava sannyasis and the sannyasis in the Parivara of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Saraswati Parivar, they wear thread. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is from Bharati Parivar, not Saraswati Parivar. So he was not having thread. But he chants the Gayatri mantra silently. So while chanting the Gayatri mantra in the water, the elephants came before him. The Lord immediately splashed some water on them, on the elephants, and asked them to chant the name of Krishna. Prabhu jale kritya kare aage hasti aila, Krishna kahe bali Prabhu jala feli marila. He splashed the water on them and said, Kaho Krishna, kya kar rahe ho? Khate pite masti hoke ghum rahe ho? Chant Krishna. Then now what happens? Shei jala bindu kana lage yara gaye, Shei Krishna Krishna kahe preme nache gaye. The elephants whose bodies were touched by the waters splashed by the Lord began to chant Krishna Krishna and dance and sing in ecstasy. Krishna Krishna. Elephants are chanting and singing, and when you go there on banks of Swarnarekha river, on the rocks you will see huge footprints of elephants, and you measure, you will get the exact measurement. Elephant footprint, ek nahi, do nahi, correct no Prabhu? Many footprints of, actually this is historical narration. You go there and witness that. Many elephants, innumerable. I think quite a long area full of imprints of these animals. Almost 2-3 kilometers. You imagine, Amogha Leela. This is Amogha Leela. This is Bhagavan. This is the proof. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna hai Anyo. He is Radha Krishna together. Jugala Avatar. 2-3 kilometers. Imagine the vibration there. Just picturize that. 2-3 kilometers full of elephants, rhinoceros, snakes, deers, everything. And then, keha bhume pade keha karaye chitkara, dekhi bhattacharya ramana hoye chamatkara. Some of the elephants fell to the ground and some screamed in ecstasy. Seeing this, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was completely astonished, out of ecstasy. That Sattvika Vikaras manifested in them. The moment Mahaprabhu's water fell on them, that splashed water like Prokshana fell on them, ecstasy manifested. Pathe yaite kare Prabhu Uchcha Sankirtana, Madhura Kantha Dhvani Shuni Aisha Mrigi Gana. Sometimes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted very loudly while passing through the jungle. Hearing his sweet voice, all the does, mrigas, they came near to him. Mriga, usko kya bolte hain? Hiran. Hiran. All of them came near to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was chanting loudly. Dahine vame dhvani shuni yaya prabhu sange, prabhu tara angamuche shloka pade range. Hearing the Lord's great vibration, all the does followed him left and right. While reciting a verse with great curiosity, the Lord patted them. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.11. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this when the moment he saw the mrigas or the hirans, the does, he chanted this verse and patted them out of pure love. Dhanyasma mudhamatayopi harinya eta yanandanandana upata vichitra vesham akarnya velu renita saha krishna saraha Pujam dathur virachitam pranayavalokaihi. Beautiful sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. Blessed are all these foolish deers. Dhanyasma mudhamatayopi harinya eta. All these harinyas, even though they are mudhamatis, they are foolish. They are not intelligent human beings, some scientists and brahmanas. No, they are foolish deers dwelling in the forest. But they are dhanya. They are so fortunate, blessed. Because they have approached Maharaj Nanda's sons. Ya Nanda Nandana Upatra Vichitra Vesham. They have approached Maharaj Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his flute. Indeed, both the does and the bucks worship the Lord with looks of love and affection. Akaranya veluranita saha Krishna sarah pujam dadhur virachitam. Pranayavalokai, the power of pure love. Pure Krishna prema, Krishna pranaya. Because of that, they were maddened, these does. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted that sloka. He makale vyaghra tatha aila panchashata vyaghra mrigi mili chale Mahaprabhura satha. See Amogha Leela. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing through the jungle, 5 or 7 tigers came. 5 or 7 tigers came, joining the deer. The tigers began to follow the Lord. Deer and tiger together. India, Pakistan together. Can you imagine? The moment the deer sees a tiger, it will run. The moment a tiger sees a deer, it will try to catch the deer and eat that. When in Mahaprabhu's presence, both became friends. This is Amogha Leela. Actually, in the Lord's creation, everything is perfect. In the Lord's creation, everything is perfect. The tiger will not eat the deer. The deer need not be afraid of the tiger. Both are friends, good friends. Bhai bhai. So that is actually exhibited here. This world is not full of suffering. Vishwam purna sukhayate viti mahendra adishcha kitayate. I'll chant that sloka later on. Vishwam is full of bliss, provided you are with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we are with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no more enemies for us. Nobody will have enmity on us. We'll be completely happy and peaceful and satisfied. And every moment we'll be enjoying newer and newer rasas, newer and newer pleasures, spiritual transcendental pleasures. That is the beauty of accompanying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. they are following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They just followed him. The tigers and the deers. देखी महाप्रभुर वृंदावन स्मृति होइल वृंदावन गुण वर्णना श्लोक पढ़िल. Seeing the tigers and the deers following him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately remembered the land of Vrindavan. He began to recite a verse describing the transcendental quality of Vrindavan. When we enter Vrindavan in a two-wheeler, ki pepe, arey leke jao, hat jao, all that. Some monkey will be jumping, some swine, some boar will be running, open drains, they stinking. Somebody will steal our mobile. Yesterday somebody mobile chin ke legi. That is for us Vrindavan. But Mahaprabhu's Vrindavan, or when we enter Vrindavan with Mahaprabhu, see how is Vrindavan. यत्र निसर्ग दुर्वैरा सहसन नृमृगादयः मित्रान् इवाजिता वासा द्रुतरुत तर्षणादिकम्. Vrindavan is a transcendental abode of the Lord. There is no hunger, anger or thirst there. Though naturally inimical, human beings and fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. This is Vrindavan. Human beings and fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. No more mobile snatching. No more chashma snatching. No more japamala snatching. Here, monkey will snatch our japmala, tear it into pieces, bite it and throw it in the open drain. It happened with my wife's japamala in Radha Damodar. He took the japmala and broke it into pieces and threw. You are there, Mataji? Oh. He threw that in the, drain, open drain. What to do? So that is Vrindavana for us. But Mahaprabhu's Vrindavan is Krishna's Vrindavan. There is no more enmity. Though naturally inimical, human beings and fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. Krishna Krishna kaha kari prabhu yave balilo, Krishna kahi vyaghra mriga nachite lagilo. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, chant Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna kahi, bolo Krishna Krishna, Hari bolo, Hari bolo. The tigers and deer began to chant Krishna Krishna and dance. नाचे कुंडे व्याघ्र गण मृगी गण शंगे बलभद्र भट्टाचार्य देखे अपूर्व रंगे. When all the tigers and does danced and jumped, Balabhadra Bhattacharya saw them and was struck with wonder. Vyaghra mriga anyonye kare alingana, mukhe mukhe diya kare anyonna chumbana. Amogha Leela. This is called Amogha Leela. Savaidam Vishwama Mogha Leela Srujatyavatyatti na sajjate ismin. The Lord and His pure devotees are untouched by the inebrities of this material world. The material world the same material world wherein which we are suffering right now will transform into Amogha Dhama, Vaikuntha, Goloka, Vrindavana. When all the tigers and does danced and jumped, Balabhadra Bhattacharya saw them and was struck with wonder. Indeed, the tigers and deers began to embrace one another. Vyaghra mriga anyonya kare alingana. Alingana means embrace. And touching mouths, they began to kiss. Mukhe mukhe diya kare anyonya chumbana. Kautuga dekhiya Prabhu hasite lagila. तासबा के ताहा छाड़ी आगे चली गेला. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw all this fun, he began to smile. Finally, he left the animals and continued on his way. This way, Mahaprabhu performed. He practically showed how the Lord is Amogha Leela, and just like what is Prabhupada saying in this purport, exactly the Lord proved it. There is nothing lamentable in His creation. In His creation, there is nothing lamentable. But the problem is, we recreate within His creation. We recreate our own lives and our own world, our own perception, through our own perceptions within His creation. In our creation, there is a problem. We recreate this world by our wrong perception, by our contaminated perception, by our ichha bharita, dvesha bharita, perverted perception. We recreate within his creation. Then in that recreation, there is a problem. Prabhupada is saying here, there is nothing lamentable in his creation. Those who create disturbance in his creation are themselves disturbed. If we are disturbed in his creation, that means we created our own disturbance. The Lord never created. Prabodhananda Saraswati chants in his book, Kaivalyam narakayate tridasha purayakasha pushpayate Durdantendriya kala sarpa patali Prodghatadam shtrayate Vishwam purna sukhayate Vidhi mahendratischa kitayate Yat karunya kataksha vaibhavavatam Tam gaurame vastumaha. For those upon whom the glorious, merciful, sidelong glance of Lord Gauranga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has fallen, liberation becomes like hell. Ek bar Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, once, just for once. If Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glances, sidelong glances, don't even need to look upon us by open eyes, just sidelong glances of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu falls on us, then our perception will change. The same perception which is making us feel that this world is full of suffering and problems and difficulties, that perception will change. In Sanskrit, world is called loka. Correct? World is called loka. Why in Sanskrit world is called loka? Idea? Why our forefathers, great rishis, sages, saints, pure devotees, called this world, dunya, as loka? Big secret. Avalokayati iti lokaha. That which is perceived, that which is seen. Lokana means to see. Using lochana, you see, you perceive this creation, because of which the creation is called loka. That which is seen. Avalokayati iti lokaha. Avalokayati iti lokaha. So the loka is actually a perception. The loka which we are in right now is our perception, our vision it is. Oh. Avalokayati iti lokaha. If you remember 5th canto, in Bhumandala, in the peripheries of Bhumandala, there is a Loka Aloka Parvata. Loka Aloka Parvata. Within the boundary of the Loka Aloka Parvata, it is called Loka. Outside the boundary of Loka Aloka Parvata, it is called Aloka. Remember, 5th canto, Bhumandala description. The cosmic, Brahmanda Varnana, universe, the structure of the universe. Outside the periphery of Loka Aloka Parvata is called Aloka Varsha. That which cannot be seen or perceived. Within the periphery of Loka Aloka Parvata is Loka Varsha, or all these things. So Lokana means to see, perception. So when the moment Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glance, sidelong glance fall on us, our Lokana, Avalokana takes a U-turn. And when that U-turn happens, when the perception takes U-turn, Prabodhananda Saraswati is experiencing. It is not that he is theorizing, he is experiencing. He wrote Vrindavan Mahimamrita. He was from a Sri Vaishnava family, a Grahastha. He left all that and took sannyasa and became a surrendered disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote the Vrindavan Mahimamrita. Nowadays, unscrupulous people claim that, no, our people wrote Vrindavan Mahimamrita. No. Prabodhananda Saraswati, who is a surrendered disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, He wrote Vrindavana Mahimamrita, and Chaitanya, and that Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying in Vrindavana Samadhi is there. He's saying, Kaivalyam narakayate, whenever avalokana, whenever perception about this world changes because of the glance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then suddenly some changes happen. First change, Kaivalyam narakayate. The Kaivalya or Kevala Mukti advocated by Advaita Darshana or Mayavada Darshana becomes Naraka, hell. Becoming one with the God, that kind of a conception becomes hell. Kaivalyam narakayate. Tridashapurai akasa pushpayate. The heavenly planets, which is called Tridashapura. Tridashapura. Heavens, Swarga, all that. That becomes will o' the wisp, a flower in the sky. Prabhupada translates as will o' the wisp, a flower in the sky. Tridashapura akasha pushpayate. In akasha, in the sky, there is no pushpa. But when something hits our head or something we takes, we will start seeing flowers in the sky. Those who take drugs and alcohol, they'll start seeing it. So, but actually that flower is not there. It is only a marichika, illusion. Akasha Pushpa is an illusion. So, Swarga becomes Akasha Pushpa. The pleasures of the heavenly planets becomes Akasha Pushpa. Durdantendriya kala sarpa patali prodghata damshtrayate. The Indriya kala sarpa patali, the prodghanta Indriya kala sarpa patali, the piercing sharp tooth of Indriya Kala Sarpas. Indriyas means material senses, the bodily senses, 11 senses, Indriyas. They are compared to Kala Sarpa, very, very fierce serpent, and they have sharp canine tooth. But those canine tooth, sharp, poisonous canine tooth of Indriya Kala Sarpa, which always traps us in Maya, they break away when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glances upon us. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. Prabhupada is saying, Lord's creation is perfect. There is no problem. And that Prabhupada Saraswati is experiencing that. When Mahaprabhu glances on us, the same Vishwam, which is full of tapatraya, which is full of Janma Dukkha, Jara Dukkha, Vyadi Dukkha, and Mrityu Dukkha, the same Vishwa becomes Purna Sukhayate, complete bliss. Purna Sukhayate, Vidhi Mahendra Adischa Kitayate. Vidhi, who is Vidhi? Vidhi, Vidhata, Brahma, Brahmaji. Chaturmukha Brahma, Mahendra, big devatas who control this universe. They start looking like Kitayate, small kitas. Small. In front of the Lord, they are very, very small. Rudraditya Pitamaha Prabhataya Kita Samasta Asuraha. Mukundamala Stotra, Maharaj Kulashekara says the same thing. Actually, Prabodhananda Saraswati is a Sri Vaishnava. He's from the Ramanuja Sampradaya in his Purvashrama. So he must have been knowing Mukundamala. So there the same prayoga is there. Vidhi Mahendra Adischa Kitayate. Similar to that in Mukundamala Stotra you will see Rudra Aditya Pitamaha Prabhadaya Kita Samasta Asura. In front of the Lord's magnificence and the glory of Narayana's glory, Rudra Aditya Pitamaha Prabhadaya Kita Samasta Asura. Rudra means Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Pitamahas, Pitrus, all the big devatas, they all look very insignificant. Kita Samastasuraha. So from there he has taken this probably. Vidhi Mahendra Adischa Kitayate Yat Karunya Kataksha Vaibhavavatam Tam Gauramevastuma. I bow down to that Gauranga, the most benevolent, most munificent Gauranga Mahaprabhu, by whose sidelong glances this kind of magical transformation can happen in the life of any living entity, including the snakes and the deers and the tigers and the rhinoceros and other wild animals of Jharkhand forest. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayade Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Na Bhuto Na Bhavishyati. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there was no manifestation of prema like that. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, prema, that kind of manifestation. Now we have to do sadhana. Mahaprabhu's time, in his presence, even sadhana is not required. All these animals, tiger, rhinoceros, elephant, what sadhana? 16 rounds they were chanting, Ekadashi they were following, tiger following Ekadashi? Nothing. Left, right, center, everything. But ecstasy he got. But now we have to do sadhana. But by sadhana, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This vibration is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. There is no difference between Sri Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nama Prabhu we say no. That is Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Not Krishna alone, neither Radharani alone, nor Balaram alone. All combined together is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna is there, Hara is there, and Rama is also there. Both Vasudeva, Sangharshana and Ekanamsha. All the tattvas are combined in Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the essence of all the Vedic literature. Sarva Shruti Rahasyam Gopyam Tachruni. Ayurveda says Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Sarva Shruti Rahasyam. It's the essence of all the Vedas. Yajurveda is saying this. This is not is written in our Gaudiya Vaishnava literature. No. Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurvedas, Kalisantarana Upanishad is saying this. Sarva Shruti Rahasyam Gopyam Tachrunu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodasakalavartasya Jivasya Avarana Vinashanam Tatah Prakashate Parabrahma Meghabhayere Virashmi Mandali Veti. By chanting this 16 syllable mantra, the 16 layers of contamination covering the living entity, Shodasakalas, will dissolve, and one day Tatah Prakashate Parabrahma, Parabrahma's Kataksha will fall on you, and then you will experience Vishwam Purna Sukhayate, Vidhi Mahendra Adhischakitayate. This is possible, and through Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this is possible. Yesterday I was seeing some video. The Shankaracharya of Sringeri is preaching in a village, and he's requesting everybody in Kali Yuga, please chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Nama alone is sufficient. All your pain, all your sins across many millions of lifetimes will be dissolved, destroyed. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So, everywhere, Prabhupada's, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement is again reviving. Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada's Hare Krishna movement is reviving. And the world will witness that Hare Krishna explosion, that revolution which Prabhupada predicted. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Prithvi the ache, Jadha Nagaradigram, Sarvatra Prachar hoibe, Moro Nam. So that time is not again far. It's going to come back. The golden age is going to remanifest. And if we do some service, if just like how the tigers and the does for some time they followed Mahaprabhu, like that, we follow him, then we are benefited. We experience what Prabodhananda Saraswati experienced 500 years back in Vrindavan. Kaivalyam narakayate, Tridhata Purayakasha Pushpayate, Vishwam Purna Sukhayate, Viti Mahendradischa Kitayate, Prodghatendriya Kalasarpa Patali, Durdantendriya Kalasarpa Patali, Prodghatadam Shtrayate, Yat Karunya Kataksha Kaiva Vatam Tam Gaurame Vastuma. Gauranga Mahaprabhu can do that miracle in our lives also. With full faith, Prabhupada has given us everything. Just follow that process, and we also will become a tiger or a doe or a rhinoceros of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What other perfection we need? Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Prabhu Vrindavan Dham ki, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Nitai Nitai Gaur Brahmanande. Hari Hari. Thank you.